Modern science often presents the universe as a vast, randomized void. Astronomy, biology, and geometry exist as separate silos without unifying structure. But as new patterns emerge, this fragmented perspective begins to dissolve. Ancient traditions across the globe described a very different architecture, unified by a recurring motif, the cosmic egg. Skeptics often misinterpret the symbol as a primitive, literal attempt to define the physical shape of the Earth. Reclaiming the symbol requires us to look past physical geology. We are looking instead for the invisible scaffolding of a structural matrix. The cosmic egg serves as a symbolic framework for a complex, nested reality, far removed from the physical constraints of a literal shell. Researcher Santos Bonacci explores this structure through syncretism, the process of overlapping isolated ancient texts and esoteric traditions to reconstruct a single master pattern. This research identifies 3 overlapping symbolic languages that all describe the mechanics of this same system. Within this model, we treat these claims as an advanced symbolic tradition. The goal is to understand why this specific pattern repeats across disparate cultures, rather than measuring it against modern peer-reviewed science. By translating these 3 languages, we can begin to visualize the invisible matrix that holds our physical and mental reality together. The first language operates on the macro level of time and space, charting the astrological cycle known as the Great Year. In this model, time follows a circular path. It moves in orbital cycles contained within the outer membrane, or the firmament, of the egg. This astronomical clock face tracks these cycles, using golden zodiac symbols to map cosmic ages. Within this celestial clockwork, grand transitions like the Age of Aquarius or the systemic shifts of 2020 function as massive gear changes in the timing of our reality. These shifts correlate with specific planetary alignments, such as the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, which serve as physical markers for the turning of a cosmic age. Ancestral records preserved these cycles in mythic celestial maps, where the constellations are organized as interconnected zones within a closed boundary. This outer shell represents the mathematical limit of cyclical time itself. Beneath the shell of time lies the second language, the mathematical scaffolding that structures the interior of the system. Natural structures emerge from the phi spiral, expanding into a toroidal energy field, the geometric pattern driving all energetic movement within the egg. A central column of magnetism forms the vertical axis of the system. This stabilizing core appears in global mythology as the magnetic mountain, Mount Meru. These lights are the visible interactions of the magnetic energy field with the atmosphere, centering on the extreme polar regions. These polar coordinates also serve as the anchor for legends of hidden inner realms like Hyperborea, Eden, or the Hollow Earth. In the syncretic model, these myths are symbolic descriptions of the unique energetic environment found at the axis of the shell. What we perceive as empty space is actually a highly structured matrix of light and magnetic resonance holding the cosmic pattern in place. The third and final language moves into biological consciousness, following the principle of as above, so below. The toroidal geometry and magnetic architecture found in the stars also appear within the anatomy of the human body. Biological components such as the pineal gland and melanin act as the hardware for this system. They function like antennas, designed to receive and process the surrounding cosmic frequencies. This geometric alignment places human consciousness at the center of the cosmic egg model. Because the biological structures match the universal ones, the model concludes that the mind functions as a specialized interface. It exists to decode the surrounding architecture into a coherent experience of reality. Synthesizing these 3 languages shows that astrotheology, geometry, and consciousness are parts of one continuous, pulsing system. The cosmic egg serves as an ancestral map of our own cosmic potential. The boundary of the shell represents the limit of our current fragmented awareness. Reconnecting with this deeper blueprint allows us to finally move toward a fully unified understanding of all existence. We are built in the exact image of this architecture, holding the patterns of the entire universe within.